come. But I might use that to my advantage. Cause I'm in stakeout mode. Man. Wait a minute. I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I'm gonna go right back to my stakeout point. Cause y'all know how those Dodge tail lights look like. I seen it from the bridge over here. But with the vantage point out right here, I'm gonna make a tween spot. See the train coming. I'm gonna make a tween spot right here in these bushes because there's a 20-foot gully right here. Nobody won't see me. And then on the other side of the bridge, I'm gonna make another tween spot. Because guess what? He's off in that, man, he's off in that pocket right by my cousin Drill, man. Oh man, yeah. I hate to do this to that motherfucker, man, but I'm gonna tell my cousin Drill too, man, about this shit. And when I show him the car and the license plate, I will bet, man, my cousin Drill gonna light up and say, hey, kinfolk, I know this cat. Oh, he done fucked up. That's all they need Drill to say. But I'm gonna say, you do not do anything, young blood cousin. I know your mama, man. She'll be mad as hell, man. I get you all off of some stuff. No, Drill. You from greenspoint, and it look like you grown now, Drill. I know he got some tools. You feel what I mean? So some tools. I mean, you going down here. I'm looking for the hoes, man, that took off on the bikes too, man. I see them, man. I see that dog on bike, man. See, so when I go on stakeout, man, I ain't going there empty-handed. I ain't going empty-handed. I ain't going empty-handed. Look at this. Feel. And that's the dude, man. Man, he done tagged this name all over this place. 20 years ago when I came out here, I looked at that field and I said, wait a minute. You know what? It ain't about, man, what you're going through in life. What matters is how you feel about it while you're going through it. Y'all down here on the banks. A lot of people that are faint in heart, man. Oh yeah, baby, there be some goons up on this part of the bridge right here. I'll watch you for that too. I'm gonna sit right here, man. I'm gonna sit right here, man. Y'all gonna enjoy the sounds and sights of the city scene, especially, man, when this train go by. And then you're gonna see why, man. This Leo right here is one of the most bravest of the Leos. Cause I'm just inches away from that train. Anything can fall off that train. I'm out of here. But I was saying, most of the survivors out here that they gotta have a big old gigantic community to hold them down out here. And only 3 people was in my community: me, my wife, Jesus Christ. Hey, but man, your significant other in Jesus Christ, man, that's all you need, man, running with you to make a click. For real. I tell you, man. I tell you, bro. As this stuff come on through, then people gonna start to see, man. Even Thomas Wilkerson Sr., they're gonna be like, man, God, man. That's son, my man. That man got some Teflon balls, especially staying inches away from a freight train that going 80 miles per hour. And I don't feel fear because I'm telling you, man, if it ain't me or God, I ain't gonna hold no fear. Huh? Fear me. On true hot. Fear Let's get back up on track. How I learned, man, the steep incline, man, handling what I did, man. Y'all gonna be shocked and going gas and laugh at the same time. I learned it from Osama bin Laden. When we were walking up and down the mountain sides, man, with his boys, and they always, and I seen how they work the stick. When they're on the steep inclines, people don't know that. Man, I'll be high right here, and if I look right down there, at the place, yo, what it is, the Holy Spirit tell me. The Holy Spirit tell me, pretty soon somebody gonna give him a tip. That dude right there up on the bridge. And I already when I cut across there, and came across this bridge, I saw those tail lights from that Challenger going across right there, right down there. I said, oh man, we live off in this same neighborhood, man. My cousin Darrell living in. See, when you got God on your side, and then the enemy is coming at you, and I learned this from passages in the Bible, man, back when I was 13 years old. Because enemies was coming at me, man, fiercely too. And you always say this from Psalms. It said, Lord, consider my enemies, because they're many. Hate me with a cruel hatred. Man, it said all right there. It said, Lord, consider my enemies. Hate me with a cruel hatred. That's in Psalms. I've been saying that verse. I don't say during Thanksgiving when the family Now this is how the scene look like when you're growing up with values. My little cousin Darrell, he'll tell you too. I was with Gloria Raven and them when during Thanksgiving. Each person will say a verse. What are we doing grace? First here the house is gonna say, and then each one down the hierarchy is gonna say, and then at the end, mama of the house is gonna do a prayer. Gloria Raven, she do a prayer. And she's gonna do a prayer, even though it's Thanksgiving, she's gonna do a prayer, gonna let you know the Holy Spirit that has came down and grabbed the plate and in a place along with you. You feel it. That how I feel like having growing up in a hierarchy based family with values. So when I see ones that don't live, oh yeah, this a good spot right here for tuning in. Watch, look at this. See that? You don't really see the bound there. That's 20 feet down there. I can hide real good. As a matter of fact, right there, I can get down like in the army. When in the infantry, when you getting down and you got your gun, you gotta get down and like crawl. Like I get like that along there, ain't nobody gonna see me. I'm gonna see them. Look at AI. Yeah, because I give him a sniper tips. Why I doing that? Because I know where we in. We in the tribulation. And what? The enemy hate us. God gonna consider the enemies for us because they what? They hate us with a cruel hatred. And then when God considers the enemy that hate us with a cruel hatred, he also gonna endure. He gonna endure the know-how of a soldier, of a sniper, not only be offensive, so you feel yourself away from these enemies, because they're going to be coming at you to kill you. They ain't going to be coming at you and say, man, I'm going to give you some knocks around, man. No, this is the tribulation. They're going to be coming to kill you. You remember what that dude just said to me when he pulled up in that car? He said, oh, man, if you want some trouble, I got some trouble to put you in the graveyard. He ain't playing. And when I said, oh, okay, you know what? That speaks volumes too. That he best know and recognize when I say, oh, okay. He better know I ain't playing around neither. Because I got a 3-member team that way matter than the clique they run with. Called the Holy Triumph. Hey, man, the person go, what's his name? What's his name? Gideon. Oh yeah, here we go. Here I go. One of these sermons from Deacon Wilkerson. Here we go. Gideon. Enemy came, they took over Israel. They whooped down the king and everything. They grabbed all the women, and they just about killed all the men. And then Gideon looked off on his farm, and he got to jump on them, not on them to come at them. He got to jump to get on that horse and get away and hide something before they knew he was there. He was hiding in the cave. And then God came and said, is this the way for a soldier, of my sons to be like this, hiding in the cave? A general? And then Gideon looked around and said, who's that? I said, I am the Lord. And Gideon said, I am not a soldier. And the Lord said, oh, today you is. Oh, look at that. See? The headlights from that. Oh, he is looking for me. But still, he don't see me, but I see him. Right as I give him the sermon. And then they get in like, no, I'm just a farmer. I'm a farmer, man. And my hands, and most of my farm hands got killed. The only just got just a handful that were hiding in this cave. And then they say, start hiding in the cave like a wolves. You a part of the most powerful nation on this planet. From beginning to end. You remember that, Gideon. You can really get out there. You're going to declare yourself a general. And you're going to take those hands right there. You're going to teach them how to fight. And you're going to march against the enemy. And Gideon was scared. But he was more scared, man, than not to do what God said. He was more scared not to do what God said. So Gideon got in the cave and he started training the farm hands. There was some women, yeah. It was mainly women. It was mainly women. And guess what? When they came out, when God said, y'all ready now, I start practicing out in the open. When they practiced out in the open, the enemy looked back and said, oh, wait a minute. It's one more. It was really faction down there. Oh, no, we can really get on that. Oh, we can really get on that. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, we can't have that. We can really crush all Israel over here. So when they came to advance, then God told Gideon, now, get ready. It's time for battle. And guess what? When they Gideon looked, and when they came up the hill, and then the enemy troops started going downhill, and then they come looking and say, "Oh man, they're 4 times us. They're 4 times us." But when they get ready to start clashing, God threw down a storm, and also He threw down confusion on the opposition. And then when Gideon, the Lord said, look, this is your moment. They're weakest at this moment. Move on them. And they move on them with no fear. Put them to the sword. Remember I said the ones that don't proclaim fully by God. He always in history had his troops on earth that he made swear to God, made them swear to him that they will obey him, and anyone that did not was not of the heart, after the heart of God. They were supposed to put them to the sword. They're supposed to put their butt to the sword. And then when we're in the mass confusion, get in the crew look back, and it was masses of the enemy dead around them, and they were the last ones standing. And then they came up and said, "This is our general. That farmer man. Hey, whoever the general, who was the general? That general dead. Gideon, our general. Not only that, let's make him king. Gideon. I do know the Bible. I do know how to say the old time sermons. And I hope you enjoyed that old time sermon. And if you have any enemies or peace coming against you, remember the story of Gideon. You have faith of a mercy seat. You look at Everest and say, move out my way. And Everest will go all the way over there towards Mars to get out your way. Because even Everest will recognize you're a soldier of God. 10 Hut soldiers. We're in a tribulation. And we must consider the enemy. Because they hate us with a cruel hatred. And they is looking to seek our life.